Good morning, believers. Good morning, Israel. JD Niger, Word of Truth. Bible teaching with Jeff Deloach. Sick. I have an earache. Brutal earache. I went and got the medicine yesterday, and it's a good thing. Man, it went from bad to worse. Heavenly Father, bless the message. Bless the ears that hear it. We love you. We honor you. We praise you. Amen. I'm probably just going to do one message. I don't have it. But I opened to something interesting. Oh, fuck. It almost looks like my ear's bleeding inside. Serious. Pretty gross. There's a story about Absalom, my brother, brother of Solomon, brother of Jesus, Absalom. And I try and stay away from it. It's hurtful to me to read the story of Absalom because it reminds me of myself. Because Absalom did the same thing I did, tried to usurp the kingdom. And my dad, David, loved Absalom. He loved that boy. He loved that boy. But anyway, it's a convoluted story. But Absalom was perfect. This dude, my brother was beautifully perfect. Let's see. What I wanted to get though, in this story, sorry, I'm messed up. I'm having a hard time. The spirit isn't really on me, but I'm gonna try and get some of this for you. It says Absalom escapes to Jeshurun. It's in 2 Samuel, chapter 13, 14, 15. It's a long story about it's a long family story. But anyway, what I wanted to say was, let me read it. And Absalom fled and went to Talmai, the son of Ammihud, king of Jeshurun, and David mourned for his son every day. And Absalom fled and went to Jeshurun, and he was there 3 years. And the soul of King David longed to go forth unto Absalom, for he was comforted concerning Amnon, seeing him dead. Absalom killed Amnon, one of our other brothers, because he fucked our sister. How fucked up is that? Amnon fucked Tamar. He loved her so much that he fucking incested her. People think people think the family of David is some kind of perfect individuals. The truth about my family is that we were given every opportunity to be wonderful and to be blessed and to be powerful and all that, but we're a bunch of jerk-offs. Because our dad was our dad was kind of a jerk-off. But that being said, so Joab had a plan to bring Absalom back. And I'm going to point out a couple things about this story that relate to my tribe and stuff. And the story itself, it washes back and forth. It's like, who's on whose side? Who's doing what? It's just a mess of a story. So I'm going to try not to put a point on. I still don't understand it. It was some fucking crazy shit. So it says, now Joab, the son of Zeruiah, perceived that the king's heart was toward Absalom. My dad loved Absalom, man. Still jealous about that. And Joab sent to Tekoa and fetched thence a wise woman and said unto her, I pray thee, feign thyself to be a mourner and put on the now mourning apparel and anoint yourself with oil, but be as a woman that had a long time mourned for the dead. And come to the king and speak on this matter unto him. So Joab put the words in her mouth. So this woman, this wise woman from Tekoa is the same place where Amos was from. It was a land of Benjamites. And so this is an example of my tribe doing left-handed shit. This woman got with Joab. I'm pretty sure Joab was a Benjamite of Judah. I forget. Joab and Abiathar. These guys were, it's a mixed breed of Benjamites and Judites. That's why it's hard. You might as well just say they're of Judah, Benjamin. These guys they're all intermixed. Because those were the two biggest tribes, Benjamin and Judah, with Levi in the southern kingdom. So this woman of Tekoa, and it says, and when the woman of Tekoa spoke to the king, she fell on her face and she told him this lie. She told him this lie about her sons. And it was designed to get David. It was designed to get David to go after Absalom, because it made his heart feel a certain way. This story she told him. That's why Joab told her to say it's something about her two sons. One killed the other, and basically she was saying this, telling the same story of Absalom and Tamar and Amnon. She basically repeated the story back to David, but changed the names, made it about her family. Then the woman said, let thine handmaid, I pray thee, speak one word unto my lord the king. And he said, say on. And the woman said, wherefore then hast thou such a thing against the people of God? For the king does speak this thing as one which is faulty, and that the king does not fetch home again his banished. So she's talking about Absalom. She's like, why aren't you getting your son? Isn't he a man of God? Isn't Absalom the king's son? Isn't he a chief man? Aren't we? Aren't I? Aren't I a chief man? It's see what's going on here? We weren't all that. But people will use my princehood against me. They'll use Absalom's princehood against him. Key verse. I want you guys to get this. Why do you do this thing that's faulty, in that the king does not fetch home his banished? She was talking about Absalom. And verse 14, 2 Samuel 14:14. 14:14. It says, for we must needs die, and our water spilt on the ground, which cannot be gathered up again, neither does God respect any person. Yet does he divide means that his banished be not expelled from him. This is another place where this is regeneration. She's saying, don't we all die, but God is going to bring us back again. That's what she says. She says, for we must needs die, and our spilt water on the ground, which cannot be gathered up again. You're not going to come back the same. You're not going to look the same when you come back. You can't come back the same person. You're going to be in a different body, same spirit. Your spilt water on the ground, which cannot be gathered up again. Once the water spills, you can't. Once you die, your spirit has to go up, and then you're going to come back as another person, same spirit. Which cannot be gathered up again, neither does God respect take away any person. Take away a life. He does not take away a life. You're going to live forever somewhere. That's the key verse of what I wanted to show you about this. Why did she say that? Because she's a wise woman of Tekoa. She's a Benjamite woman. You understand? Once the water is spilt on the ground, which cannot be gathered up again, neither does God take away a life, yet he does devise means. He has a plan that his banished be not expelled from him, cast out. Now therefore, that I am come to speak of this thing unto my lord the king, it is because the people have made me afraid. And thy handmaid said, I will now speak unto the king. It may be that the king will perform the request of the handmaid. For the king will hear to deliver his handmaid out of the hand of the man that would destroy me and my son together out of the inheritance of God. What is she saying to David? She's saying, what, you're gonna ditch out on Absalom? Just because he killed your wicked ass son, Amnon? What? You gonna do that? He's your son. She's playing on his heart strings. So David gets wise to it. He's like, I see what she's doing. It says, then the king answered and said unto the woman, hide not from me, I pray thee, in the thing that I shall ask thee. And the woman said, let my lord the king now speak. He's saying, I'm going to ask you a question. Don't fucking fuck with me. And she goes, oh, I won't. And the king said, is not the hand of Joab with thee in all this? And the woman answered and said, as thy soul lives, my lord the king, none can turn to the right hand or to the left from aught that my lord the king has spoken. For thy servant Joab, he bade me, and he put all these words in my mouth. What'd she say? I'm not gonna, I will not fuck with you. I know better than to fuck with you. The gig is up. You figured it out, right? You figured it out. To fetch about this form of speech has thy servant Joab done this thing, and my Lord is wise according to the wisdom of an angel of God to know all things that are in the earth. So when I tell you I'm a fallen angel, I know things that people shouldn't know. Because I'm of the family of David. Doesn't mean a whole lot, other than I'm more likely to get in trouble than anyone. I'm more likely to get in trouble. You get it? Everyone thinks, oh, King David, King David. I heard fucking brother Matt saying he's King David again. I'm King David. King David, King David. You're not King David, Matt, you fucking imbecile. So it says, and Joab fell to the ground on his face and bowed himself and thanked the king. And Joab said today thy servant knoweth that I have found grace in thy sight, my lord, O king, in that the king has fulfilled the request of thy servant. And this is where it talks about how awesome Absalom was. That's part of the reason why I never read this part, because it makes me jealous. Between Absalom and Solomon, I got shoved aside. But anyway, Absalom returns, and Joab arose and went to Jeshurun and brought Absalom to Jerusalem. And the king said, let him turn to his own house and let him not see my face. So Absalom returned to his own house and saw not the king's face. When it says return to Jerusalem, what do you think that means? Did he go back to the temple and hide in his house? It's metaphorical for he's with God, but God's mad at him. He went home to Jerusalem, he went home to the spirit realm. And you can believe this or not. It doesn't bother me if you go, that's bullshit, JD Nigel. No, I'm telling you. He went back to Jerusalem, he went back to peace. That means he was with God. But he didn't see God because God wasn't talking to him. He's like, oh, King David didn't talk to him. But in all Israel there was none to be so much praised as Absalom for his beauty. He's like Satan. He's an angel of light. But in all of Israel there was none to be so much praised as Absalom for his beauty. From the sole of his foot even to the crown of his head, there was no blemish in him. He was perfect. And for all these assholes that talk about long hair, fuck you, GMS, you assholes. Sorry. It says, and when he cut his hair, for it was at every year's end that he cut it. He cut his hair once a year. GMS, Absalom cut his hair once a year, and he was the most beautiful motherfucker in the whole house of David. More beautiful than me. Just as beautiful as Solomon. Fucking gorgeous. These guys are idiots. They'll say anything. And when he cut his hair, for it was at the end of the year that he cut it because the hair was heavy on him, therefore he cut it. He weighed the hair of his head at 200 shekels after the king's weight. He had 200 pounds of hair on his head. He was a Rastafarian. He had dreadlocks, people. What? Rastafarian? Yeah, man. And Absalom dwelt 2 full years in Jerusalem and saw not the king's face. He was up in the spiritual realm for a while. Therefore Absalom sent for Joab to have sent him to the king, but he would not come to him. And when he sent again the second time, he would not come. Therefore he said unto his servant, see, Joab's field is near mine, and he has barley there. Go and set it on fire. And Absalom's servants set the field on fire. Why was Absalom setting shit on fire? Because he was fucking dirty. He was profane. He wanted the kingdom, just like me. Fucking little Satans. Does that have anything to do with you? None of your business. What we did or what we do. I'm just telling you that's what's going on. We're like little Satans. We're angels of the highest order, and we fuck shit up because we have been given too much. And Absalom won the hearts of Israel. What do I got? 22. I don't like to go into this. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna stop. I don't like to hear about Absalom because it just reminds me of the same shit I did. We were fucking wicked, man. We're bad. Israel loved Absalom. Let me get this. This is beautiful literature right here. Absalom deceives David, and it came to pass after 40 years that Absalom said unto the king, I pray thee, let me go and pay my vow which I have vowed unto the Lord in Hebron. He's going back to the original land. David reigned in Hebron before he went to Jerusalem. Hebron is home for my tribe, Judah, of the royal line of David. That's home. That's like a special place for my people, Hebron. Hebron's the incubator. 7 years in Hebron. 7 years in Hebron. Hebron was the incubator. So Absalom's saying, let me go back to the incubator and see what I can do. Telling you, this shit is fucking over the top. For thy servant vowed a vow while I abode in Jeshurun in Syria, saying, if the Lord shall bring me again indeed to Jerusalem, then I will serve the Lord. And the king said unto him, go in peace. So he arose and went to Hebron. And that's when all hell broke loose. Because he wasn't going there for anything good. He was being a dick. All right, I'm out.